Hey there Gemini, welcome to your tarot reading for January 16th to the 22nd. Let's see what may be on the cards for you Gemini. So I'm going to get started in a moment, but to let you know, personal readings and healings, you can always find that link below the video. You can also find the link to the initiation, that is my immersive tarot course, and you can now join my channel to show your support that way as well. So let's jump in Gemini and see what's happening for you for the week. I'm going to get started here with the Moonchild Tarot for some big picture themes and to shape up this reading. I'll then be building a block with the Rider-Waite. So let's see what the first one out is for you Gemini. We have got High Priestess. Okay, it's likely that your intuition is really on overdrive this week Gemini. Now this may mean that you're sort of getting deeper feelings of knowing about action that you might need to take, about the path that you're on. Generally, that kind of amps up when either our higher self or spirit is trying to guide us in a specific direction. Now, this can also be about information or knowledge coming to light in just the right timing as well. So, what else, Gemini? We have got the Knight of Swords. Okay, there could be a communication coming through from somebody as well that is part of this forward movement that Spirit really wants you to take. Okay, it can indicate progress or a quickening of pace towards a new direction, place, person, thing. We'll find out. Okay, let's get another one. And of course, Gemini, that is your card. So it feels like you are the one that might need to communicate something. You are the one that might need to take action. The Hierophant, maybe in your career, maybe in a relationship, higher commitment marriage. The Hierophant talks about those settings in your life. Also includes like education, uni, or a course that you might be taking. Now, this is Taurus energy. You might be dealing with a Taurus Gemini, or this energy here really just tuning into that Taurus energy. It's around something that you've been loyal to, you've committed to, but you're now assessing or reassessing whether that's an alignment for you. So sometimes I talk about with the Hierophant, it's like you're getting really clear on your values. Now, it might be that they've shifted and changed, therefore you're needing to shift and change your work, your education, your relationship. Hey, maybe you're wanting to move towards someone quickly because you're thinking this person is in alignment for me. So with the Hierophant, I usually say, it's kind of that energy where you challenge tradition, challenge those traditional values that you might have learned through your education, maybe that's been handed down from your parents, that are, the societal ideals, and you're awakening to, hey, I think I might be a bit different from that, or maybe my calling and path is in a slightly different direction, and you're making new decisions to align with the true sense of you. All right, let's go to the Rider-Waite here, Gemini. Get your cards out. Going to build the 9-card block, and I'll speed this bit up. Whoa, first one's out. I'll see you in a mo. Okay, Gemini, well, these are your cards here. Very, very interesting what we see here. Now we've got the World, we've also got the Ace of Pentacles in this reading. So you are about to close out a really big cycle and move in a new direction. Hence this kind of feeling intuitively that, maybe that is coming, that, you can feel that, you're feeling like you want to align with those deeper values. And once you kind of get your head around that, Gemini, there's going to be an urge to move quickly with it, okay? And I think that things really look like, you're in the right place for this and it is the right time for you. Now, for a lot of you, this is around your money, your finance, your career, what you're doing in the world here. It's feeling like that is more the theme in this reading rather than relationship, but it's a general reading, so I read it in that way. Please do relate it to your situation. So 9 of Pentacles, you're showing up in Gemini, and this is someone who is ready, capable, confident, and is seeking this kind of independent success in their lives. So you might be wanting to make the moves to really set yourself up, you know, financial freedom. You might be wanting to break free of the system, and maybe up until now, going back to that Hierophant card, you sort of thought that the path was, okay, you know, apprenticeship, education, uni, get a good job, buy a home, settle down, that kind of path. You might be figuring out, look, I think there might be a better way to do this, or a way that more deeply aligns with me. So that's what I'm sensing here. Maybe you're thinking, well, I can't really get ahead in this normal way of doing life in this system. So in order to tip those scales, right, Six of Pentacles, I'm going to need to make some bigger decisions. I'm going to need to fire up in a different way. The Nine of Pentacles shows me that you're resourceful, Gemini, that you actually have the skills and talents that you need to for this, and intuitively you know that this is where your greatest success lies. Now, the next card is the Six of Pentacles, and you know, it might be about you wanting to kind of tip the scales from, like you see in this card here, we see beggars and an emperor, right? Sometimes when we are in the normal system, really, we are the ones that can't really get ahead. There's a hand that feeds us, there's an employer, there's a system, whereas you are really wanting to empire build, Gemini. You're wanting to be the person in control. You're wanting to be that emperor. So this could be about wanting to step into an entrepreneurial journey, wanting to be contract or freelance, or at least kind of go up the ladder where you have a little bit more control. And, you know, I think the bigger goal is that financial freedom. So the King of Swords is here. Now, it's Aquarian energy. And this is about taking a step back and seeing the big picture, right? And making decisions from that place. And it asks you to be strategic. So we have to take that zoom out and see, okay, where do we want to be 5 years, 10 years time from now? And is where you are currently the vehicle to do so? If not, it is time for change. And, you know, that might mean making different decisions, using your intellect in different ways, or maybe reinventing and reinvigorating the way that you're working in the world. The Aquarian energy is kind of quirky, it's unique. It talks to me of like e-commerce, of online entrepreneurship, using maybe tools of technology in some way, or at least approaching your work in a different and inventive way. So that may resonate for some of you. If not, that it's just about transforming your reality through getting clear, you know, seeing that bigger picture and realigning to your version and your vision of success. Now that leads us to the middle row of your reading, where we have the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Lots of Swords energy going on here, Gemini. Now, you can be an overthinker when you get a little bit of out of balance. So this is the time to ground yourself. And sometimes we need to feel into our decisions as well as applying logic. Okay, so you might be needing to do that a little bit more this week around this decision or this new journey that you're wanting to start. Now, the Page of Swords wants to remind you that I do see you starting this journey, and hey, some of you might already be on the journey, but please do keep in mind that these kind of scenarios of changing our work situation and you know, segueing into something that is more self-sufficient is a journey and not an overnight thing. And yes, sometimes we hear these stories of people that had the overnight success, that is not really the norm. So do please keep that in mind, and don't allow those feelings of comparing yourself to others or thinking, I can never do this, to be the Seven of Swords, to be the sabotage. I feel that that combination of cards is your internal dialogue with yourself, Gemini, and just be mindful not to hold yourself back from that and then just going, oh, well, maybe I should just stay where I am. You know, it seems to be the tried and tested way, even though it's really slow. So down in the bottom row here, I've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the World. So the Ace of Pentacles could indicate that there is a new opportunity going to present itself to you. Now, this could be a new job that is another stepping stone in the right direction for you. Or this could indicate that if you are trying to take an independent journey, that you get your first client, your first contract, you make your first major move, you buy your first resource that's going to help you make money. Okay, it's the first seed that if you put the work in, if you meet that with effort, intention, inspired action, and a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears, of course, that you can grow this through to the 10 of Pentacles, right? Through to success, through to that freedom, through to that structure that's going to allow you to work and live anywhere. The World is the last card, and it is a card of victory. It is also, for me, in this instance, the card of you being all in with this journey. You might have sort of dipped your toe in or started this a little while ago, but I see that very soon you're going to be, taking a further leap into this and knowing that this is your direction and putting more energy in that. This could be you, quitting a full-time day job that you're not happy in so that you can follow that new direction. And there might be, new work coming your way to support yourself while you do go through that journey. So the World's the last major arcana. It says you have arrived at a chapter change in your life. It's a very victorious energy. Yes, the new journey seems somewhat, vulnerable as well. But of course, remember, if you do commit and you really do keep working and you don't quit towards this new direction, then generally that success will flow where all of that energy and intention was flowing. So that said, let's close this out by pulling you a Divine Abundance card, Gemini. And we will see what that has to say. I have got, Intuition. Again, we started with the High Priestess. We are ending with the Intuition card. Now this one says, each person's road to the inner Lord, or maybe your purpose, is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Your heart is talking to you, and it feels like this is the week to take a big leap or a big step of progress towards that. So Gemini, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want a personal reading or healing, link is down below. If you want to learn tarot, you'll also find the link below to that. I am wishing you an incredible week ahead, and of course, so much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.